So I'm pretty sure it's Tommy, and then Tommy's trying to get out into the ocean. So you can see Tommy's forcing it, but keeps going back. So yeah, sooner or later. So basically, Tommy keeps getting pushed back, and then if you see, that's a little glimpse of him where you can see Tommy, and I think we're further in the ocean right now. So there you see Tommy, and he's trying to swim, and he's keeping his flippers back because he's tired. So yeah, this is the first time we actually saw a turtle putting its flippers on its back because it was tired. We've never seen one do that. So Tommy was only using his back fins, and you can see right here, you can see that he is having his flippers back. And right now we're really deep into the ocean. So there's Tommy, and then yeah, he's a little hatchling, and yeah, so there are no gulls in the sky. So if you see, he is trying to swim, and of course turtles don't have moms, but a lot of information is transported to them from their moms, and they get that, so they know how to swim, they know how to get food, they know how to do everything when they're born. So there we are. You can see that was me, and I was like, I'm really deep in the ocean. Now, I'm usually scared about going deep, especially in the ocean. Now, this is like, yeah. So there is Tommy. So Tommy's right there, and you can see that's me again, and that's how high the water is compared to me. And then that's little Tommy trying to get around. And then there are hatchlings, and I'm holding a little,
Can you talk about your passion?
Like, yeah. So anyways, I was passionate about Tommy because I really wanted to help him. So, I wanted to make sure he gets into the ocean safe. So that's how I got over my fear to go deep, deep, deep in the ocean, deeper than I've actually ever gone. And so, you see Tommy is going on. So
okay.
I'm following Tommy so that he gets safely into the ocean. Now this is like Stellastune or something. I'm not sure if I'm saying it right.
Celestune.
Yeah. And then Tommy is like the little turtle, and I'm going after him to make sure he will stay safe as far as I can go.
Can you tell us what else was going on while you were? Where was everybody else?
So everyone else was at the shore watching. Somebody was flying the drone. And then next thing we know, my dad, he is like calling us, and we're so far out that we can't hear him. So yeah. So then it's like he's like screaming for something. I don't even know. So it's like as deep as we're actually going to get. So we have to go back, and I don't really want to retreat because I like Tommy. And if you can see how small all they are, and you can see, and then yeah. So that's me, and.
Well, can you talk about how passion helps you overcome fear?
So, Tommy made me passionate. I was passionate about Tommy, so I went into Tommy to make sure he is safe because I like Tommy a lot, and also the others. And I followed Tommy only and see like a lot of this So you can see I have gone further than I've ever. I'm usually like going up to my knee or up to my ankle, or I don't really go very far. But this is like I'm like basically I'm like covered in water basically. So
passion makes you do what?
passion is like it makes you like do something for somebody else. So I was going for Tommy, and I was passionate about Tommy.
And you overcame your fear of the ocean by doing that.
And I overcame the fear of the ocean by doing that. Oh, and I didn't go shark far.
And I think that's exactly what the girls were saying here, is that passion can help you overcome your fears. And this is a great example of how you overcame your fear because of passion and science as well, because you wanted to learn and see how Tommy was going to go in, and you learned about him putting his flippers back as well and getting tired. So I think you have a question.
Yeah.
What kind of turtle was Tommy? Is Tommy, do you remember?
Olive Ridley. Olive Ridley.
Olive Ridley?
Really sea turtle?
Yeah. So there's 4 different species that nest in this particular on the 4 beaches that they monitor. And mostly it's the olive ridleys here. They have some loggerheads. They have some green turtles as well. And every once in a while, they get, oh gosh, what's the 4th species? I can't remember from the top of my head.
Loggerhead?
No, I said loggerhead, greens, olive ridleys, and then there's one more species that will come back to me eventually. Mostly olive ridleys on this particular region. Yes.
The little flipper thing that he was doing, is that an adaptation? It's not something was wrong with
So actually, that's a great question. The reason why he was putting his flippers back is because these guys had hatched early in the morning. So we were on the beach in the morning. They had hatched, and we brought them back, and they were moving their arms all day long, and they were exhausted. But we couldn't release them during the daytime because they would have been eaten by the seagulls and the birds. So that was the reason why we were waiting until sunset, and as you see in the background, sunset, to be able to release them. So he was just tired, yeah.
Yeah, he was tired of going all day trying to get out from under that bag.
Yeah.
Which I'm pretty sure that bag was heavy for him and his brothers and sisters. I don't think that was a very good idea.
Well, I mean, we didn't have a choice.
Couldn't we just put a scarf over it and on the edges put rocks?
I don't know. Well, next time we'll try a different technique.
Yeah.
We found this plastic, I think it was like a plastic milk carton. It wasn't actually us. We were with 5 biologists that work with sea turtles on that beach. So they were the ones that have dealt with the situation before. So they had like a plastic container. They put some sand in that container, and then they put I think we had
Like
21 turtles.
Yeah,
that
21.
That
21.
released. And it was nice because it had rained very heavily the night before, and these turtles couldn't get out of the nest. So they ended up being stuck in that nest, and then eventually when we got there in the morning, we actually had to help them dig out of that particular nest. And then wait until the evening to release them into the ocean.
So they were very tired. And
Yeah.
I think it was like hard for them to stay under the bag.
Yes.
So
Right.
yeah.
Any other questions?
Wait, were there a lot of things in the bag?
No, it was just the turtles and the sand.
Okay.
Any other questions? No?
Anything else except for like anything that's not like what breed they are or whatever.
Anything about drones?
Anything? Anything?
This is a drone that you built.
Uh-huh.
Oh, and Kashmir, you want to tell them how you can teach how to fly? So if somebody wants to learn to fly drones, Kashmir is a great pilot, and she'd be happy to teach you. Schedule some time. She is a natural because she's very safety conscious. That is true. Yes.
Were the drones that you were flying in here waterproof?
No, we weren't in the water. They were just up
Right.
above. And no, they were not waterproof. It would have been a bad idea if they did land. Yes.
Can she teach me how to fly this?
Sure. Well, you've already got a customer.
Ask
Or a student, I mean.
Are you going to fly a drone right now?
We're not going to fly indoors. If we had a tiny little drone, probably, but this one is not the best to fly indoors because one reason is there's a GPS on it and we can't get a GPS lock inside the building, and it's too dark to go outside and way too cold and windy to fly. So maybe what we could do is eventually set up like a flight day, and we'll send you guys an email about it. So if anybody wants to come to that particular flight day, you guys are going to be most welcome to join us.
That'll be fun. Or we'll just have Aaliyah and Kashmir come back, maybe, and we'll have a field trip or something.
Oh, that could be fun. Yeah, we'd like that. Yes.
I love field trips.
Yeah. All right. How much time?
10 minutes.
10 minutes? Okay. Can we just take 10 minutes to do a quick activity? All right. Okay. So I don't know how much time we're going to have to break up into teams. So let's say, like, if you could kind of do a team of 4, anybody around you, maybe 5 if you're close enough. Like, let's say it's the 4 of you, and then maybe the 4 of you, and kind of 4 or 5 people. How many would we end up having teams?
Well, I don't know how many teams.
That doesn't matter. Okay. No. Okay. So, hold on. We don't have a lot of time, Kashmir. Did a lot of talking. All right. So, if we could get this thing to work. So, when you guys break up into teams, I want you to think about something. Now, I want you to think about how many of you actually like animals? Raise your hand if you like animals. That's most everybody. Okay, so let's use that as our activity. So let's say you guys, your team, was one of the teams that's competing in the Wildlife Conservation UAV Challenge, which is the video that you saw. And your team is asked to design a drone that can find poachers in the African bush. So you guys have to think about that. Obviously, you won't have too much time to do research, but among your team, I want you guys to figure out, if you're working in a team, what kind of expertise the team members bring, and then take 2 minutes to come up with a design. And then if we have enough time, maybe we can have 1 or 2 teams present their genius designs. All right? Okay, start now.